go to the process. And I also want to discuss about there are some properties, there are some ranges, and there is one point also I want to discuss why only nitrogen is used for this process, or why only nitrogen is used as a gas to for the well processes or in the well intervention. There is a simplest point which I tell you. This is abundantly present in the air, and you also know that we have in the air nitrogen is 78%. So it is easily available, and it's also inert. Inert means it cannot reaction with the other elements material, and it's also cannot react with the carbon hydrocarbons, so it is a good for use. And nitrogen is also colorless, odorless, tasteless gas, so their maximum operating pressure is 10,000 psi, and their maximum flow rate is 180 standard cubic feet per hour, and their measuring units is standard cubic feet per minute or standard cubic meter per minute, and their boiling point is minus 320.4 Fahrenheit, and their liquid density is 6.74 lb per gallon, and heat required to convert the liquid to gas is 184 BTU per lb, and this one also we can this one calorific value, this 184 BTU per lb, this is a calorific value. The expansion ratio is 1 to 697. It's mean that when this liquid nitrogen, when it comes into the gas, and they will compress to 697 times. So nitrogen there also have some material related data to the nitrogen tank which we have. This is 2660 gallon at 95% trico. There is one wall is mounted to the tank. I will tell about in my coming videos. I will also show that this tricoque wall, this actually when we filling the liquid nitrogen, and we open this one, when the liquid nitrogen fills this tank 95%, it's give the indication the liquid nitrogen will come this little wall, and they will show us the liquid nitrogen is 95%. So be caution, because the liquid nitrogen have a too much cool temperature. If they will touch your hand, it will damage your hand or even finger, any part if you touch this one. So be cautious. And this liquid nitrogen tank have a double vault, and inside we have a rubber line, and they in between two double vault we have a vacuum, because you know that in vacuum there is a no vibration, motion or molecule movement and transfer of heat. There are three types of mode of heat: conduction, convection and radiation. Here we can extract to give the vacuum we so the maximum allowable pressure in tank is 45 psi. And here we also discuss about the cryogenic material. Actually the cryogenic material is we say that this cryogenic is used for a special cool temperature, so we use this term cryogenic, because this cryogenic material have too much low temperature. So some of the material which can stand this one, this copper and its alloys such as brass and SS 304, 300 and 316. And there is a one question: the most of the high pressure lines are carbon steel, made of carbon steel. So this liquid nitrogen break the carbon steel like a glass, because at minus 40 Fahrenheit and minus 40 centigrade they are equal temperature. There are two types of measuring temperature in centigrade and Fahrenheit. At minus 40 the centigrade and Fahrenheit are equal. So when this liquid nitrogen will go this carbon steel, it cannot have ability to suddenly contract. The liquid nitrogen will shrink into the carbon, and they will broke this carbon steel like a glass. So it is a question for this one, when during the pumping the carbon steel is attached with from the discharge valve. So that's the point the liquid is converted into the vapor, because the carbon steel cannot stand with this lowest temperature. So today I will tell about this some specification and some other things. So thank you guys.